Okay, in 3. Are you ready to go?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release.
All right. So thank you.
Sorry, hey, y'all.
All right. So if you're watching, this is episode 5 of the Advocating Brother podcast.
5 and keep it alive.
5 and keep it alive. Yup.
I'm as Fiancé said.
So this is my wonderful. I was about to introduce you.
Oh, my bad.
This is my wonderful fiance and soon-to-be wife, Sydney.
Hey, yo, getting married this year. Gang, gang.
We're getting married this year. Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
And how are we doing today?
We're doing good. I just been vibing. I don't really feel that good today, but that's fine. But I'm excited to be on this live stream.
Awesome. Okay. And then just so you know, this is going to get edited out later, but this is not live currently. So
yeah. We're gonna have a good episode.
Yeah, you can say whatever. We can edit it out later.
It's gonna be really funny.
Yes,
because I'm here.
Exactly. It's going to be really funny because she's here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Awesome. So, today we are going to be talking about a lot of things, but mostly my brother. And we'll get into some later topics of how your experiences working in healthcare and helping people that are neurodivergent and things like that, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then more topics in between, so.
Yeah. So, I guess we can start off with what I do. I am a registered nurse. I've been a nurse for 3 years now, about to be on 4. I think it's, 4. And it's been great. I have learned a lot. And we originally, if you were there for the live stream months ago, I was on a podcast, but now that is lost footage.
Exactly.
Sadly.
Exactly.
But I kind of just talked a little bit, like I got a new job since then and I've been working and that's been fine. And also just had a lot more experience with his brother, so I think that is he's adjusting. Had a lot more experience with his brother, which have been really, really awesome these past couple months. So I first met in 20.
It's fine. You're good.
I first in 2022. I don't know if you guys have seen him in some videos when he's busting through that door right there, but and yeah, we got along immediately. And I come from a fully able, I guess like able-bodied, family, and nobody that has any other disabilities, other than my little cousin. But I never ever have been close with anybody that was nonverbal. And at first I was a little bit nervous because, here's your boyfriend saying, hey, my brother may pull you. My brother, he doesn't like people like that. He may pull you out the house. I don't know. We'll see how he does.
I did give her this warning. I did tell her that if my brother doesn't like you, he will take your hand and walk you outside the house. He's done that before to many other guests, unfortunately.
And it's not that, and I never took it as like a threat. It was just like, okay, like if he doesn't respect, doesn't like me or doesn't, that's okay. We'll work on it no matter what. But he actually cried when I left.
Yeah, he was tearing up. It was so beautiful. Honestly.
Yeah, it was crazy. And so, I kind of fell in love with him, ever since then. We got a lot closer. And this past year has been crazy for us because when, my fiance took over as being his full-time caregiver, that was really rough for me because I was just thinking, what does that mean for our relationship? What does that mean for our future? Especially because I want to have kids and be a mom. And I was just kind of like, okay, let's see how this goes. Because not that we never thought it as a burden, but it did change things, as far as coming back and forth from our house to his mom's and my work schedule and all that. But honestly, everything has been running seamlessly. We kind of have a routine now, which is crazy because I didn't think, not that I didn't doubt it, but it was hard for me to conceptualize what was going to happen. And around May, we were here a lot more. I used to live here when I was in between, moving out with him, and I didn't really get a chance to really interact with him because he was still in school, so I would see him, and then I would obviously be here for my boyfriend at the time, and, but me and got closer when we decided to hang out here more, and when, TJ took the job. So, like I was going back, around May, really started to kind of attach to me emotionally. I can see it because, well, I don't know, did you tell the story about the music, the speaker?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But we can always retell stories.
Well, yeah, from my perspective, I was there and he put the speaker in front of me. I was playing music. I'm early, Y2K, early 2000s. That's all the music I used to listen to. And so I was playing some type, I think TikTok or something that he likes. And he came up to me and with a speaker because he wanted it louder and said music. And I was in shock because I had never heard him speak, the entire time I've been with him. So it was kind of interesting. It was kind of like a spark in my brain I never thought I would experience. I was like, oh wow, like having somebody actually work on speech and, mobility and honestly just being there for his needs allowed him to actually feel comfortable that he can talk, and actually state his needs now. And it was crazy to be a part of that. This summer we did a lot of things like going to the zoo. He's been to the pool many times with his bro and he loved it. And the movies.
Yeah, the movies.
Me and are very much big moviegoers. His brother, takes him every Tuesday, but I don't know, it's like a special thing for me and I because when he sits next to me, he's always smiling and, just enjoying the movie, and that's just a beautiful thing to watch. And we were a little bit nervous because a couple months ago, we took him to see Back to the Future.
Yeah, it was a 40X movie.
Yeah, because we had nothing to watch. It was a rainy Tuesday. I was like, okay, let's just watch it. But obviously we were a little bit concerned because you don't want him to feel like he was overwhelmed. But when he experienced the movie, he was just full of glee. And it just made me feel like, we can take him to so many more, places and experiences. And even at the zoo, he did such a great time. He actually stayed at the zoo.
Yeah, he was happy to be there.
I don't know. I know TJ on this channel talks about his communication aids that he uses, all the time. But when it was like, we were just a beautiful day. We were like, hey, you want to do something outside? Just wanted to go outside. And he said, zoo. And we were like, what? And he said, zoo. And he said it's super loud. And we took him to the zoo, and he was able to point out the animals that he saw. He even took a picture of us, which is really funny. He took his
first picture.
He did.
It was awesome.
It was really awesome. So it just, and there was obviously a lot more mini stories in between this year, that we, adventures that we experienced this year. But the bottom line is, like, this has been somebody that, I can't live without now. He's my bro. He's my brother. And he's really considerate. It's crazy. His social skills have elevated just by even, my experience, me being in the house. He notices routines now. When I sleep over, his mom, went out. So naturally we waited and, waited the week. And then we stayed over for a couple of days. And would get my shoes, and, help me out getting ready for work. And he would even be, we have to all share a car, so, and, to make sure he was safe. And he was ready to go. And it was early in the morning, too. So he has been so awesome and just making sure that all his family members' needs are met. And that's crazy because I was a stranger to him, and he just accepted me with so much, love and empathy to the point I can give him kisses now and messing with him, and he's just smiling. Every time I open the door, he just looks
Yeah.
It warms my heart every time. He just opens the door, you really just start smirking and then start rocking and stimming, and being his cute little self.
This is his best friend right here.
Yeah, he really became a person I count on as a family member. So being married and about to be married into this family, it just makes me a lot more excited because I know that and I will we'll be our best buds forever. Until either him and I go. So I think that's awesome. It's been a really crazy year to see that develop, especially with the beginning of last year starting off so rocky. There's a lot to celebrate. So
Exactly. Any experiences playing with him?
I really he likes when I chase him around and I mess with him. I'm growing up my family, I have 2 brothers, so I kind of use that tactic and talk to him, just like I would with my my family at home, and he loves it. I mean, he starts giggling and messing around and running and just having a good time.
He loves chasing us or us chasing him. It's awesome. I've never played with him like that because he just didn't seem interested. But she's tried, and it's she really does introduce him to new games. I guess he'll participate. Yeah, and it's amazing.
Or in the joke, he loves inside jokes. If I show him, a little funny video, he starts laughing. And just like any little brother, when we have roasting sessions, he starts giggling too. When we all joke, go at each other, he gets it. He gets jokes. And I think that's a great thing too, because we both have a very similar sense of humor. I found out. So.
And you remember when I was just playing PlayStation in the back, and
I was just about to say that.
I was playing PlayStation in the back, and I was just sitting there playing as usual, and then my brother just pops up, and he's just standing there. I say, "Well, do you want to come sit down?" And he went and got his iPad and then came back and then sat down, and I thought that was just incredible. He was just watching me play PlayStation and just hanging out in the back with us. And actually the next day he came to the back again while I was playing PlayStation, and he sat down just like the day before, but this time I asked him, "Do you want to try?" And he said yes. So he picked up the controller. I'm just so happy that he tried it. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, he really likes to be. So growing up, we had a Wii downstairs, just like every early 2000s family.
Who didn't have a Wii?
Yeah, right. And it was kind of a gathering spot for me and my siblings. And it was pretty awesome to see us kind of get that vibe as well. Because that was important, for me. That was our way of bonding and watching the video games. I would see my brother and my father play, and it made it kind of a way we could communicate and I guess just have something to talk about. So just seeing kind of want to follow that lead or have that itch to want to hang out with his siblings was really, really sweet. And I feel like he's going to try to do more things this year. He's been testing his boundaries and seeing what is really out there. He's getting more curious now. And I think I really want to emphasize that we will, continue to try to help his curiosity with whatever he wants to do. And I want him to have more experiences here. Like, I kind of want to take him to the beach, maybe, if God forbid, maybe just on the sand or something. But even if he can just see different, landscapes, environments that are safe, I would really, really want, to be a part of that. So that's something I'm looking forward to this year. But yeah, there's been a lot of experiences like that, like sitting in the back with us. The laughter, the jokes, the running around, the music. Oh my goodness. He has been really expanding his music taste this year as well, baby. Yeah, I don't know if you want to...
I've shown him many different genres. I've shown him rock, jazz, hip-hop, pop R&B. Music, classical, R&B. He really likes well-produced songs that sound great. Like, I've tried playing music that I think don't sound the best, but he don't like it. He likes songs that are songs that are well produced. That he really likes Leon Thomas.
Oh yeah,
he likes a lot. Actually, you two have a lot of the same.
He
music
likes
taste.
Ariana Grande, which I was surprised because I like her a lot growing up. Every woman has her own, I guess, like, favorite album of hers or likes her. But when I was playing the stuff that I usually play, he vibes out to it. He likes Sabrina Carpenter, which I was kind of surprised about because, she's not really, every guy's taste, of course. But but R&B he really likes, like soulful jazz, like Muni Long, all that kind of stuff. He's been really, really getting into. And I really think that's cool, too, because maybe we can try to take him to some concerts if he was comfortable. He can experience soon. But to experience that, just like, because he's 20, he's 22. Obviously, there's things he can't do, but
of course,
if we can give him that experience of youthfulness, I feel like music will be a great way to tap into that as well. So
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And two things I want to touch before moving on is, what are your experiences like working out with him? You've come to the gym with us many times, and you see how I help him work out, and then you also just working out in the backyard as well, because you bounce the ball with him and walk back and forth too. So what do you think? I was not expecting him to be as fast as a runner. Like, I remember when I used to live here, obviously hearing him run down, up and down the halls. He charges, he'll just start having a good time and run down. Yeah. So naturally, I'm getting out the way. Like, you do your thing. But this year, we took him to the Y, and seeing him run was crazy. He's really fast, and he's really athletic. I think, and it's really awesome to see his kind of workout journey, because not a lot of people will be willing to just stay consistent, and he likes the consistency. Yeah, he loves it.
And I think that's something that is, props to you for helping him out with that, because the fact that he can honestly, the more we start working with him and running with him, and he likes doing the box jump, and he first, like you stated, he first started liking only bouncing the ball. And we have a shed in the backyard that I know you guys seen some videos that we use for, our gym, and he just used to walk back and forth. And then we bounced the ball, and then we moved to the Y, and he just immediately took off of running and walking, and now he's jumping now, and he's trying to start lifting weights, and I'm proud of him. I think that's something that I feel like every person should have the opportunity to try to work on themselves in that way. So I think that was really awesome to see how he is actually kind of a gym rat. He likes to being in there, getting a nice workout in. That's cool.
Exactly. Let me slide.
Oh,
it's okay. It's okay.
All right. What's the other question?
Okay. So next, let me say the first question first. So the question is, what's it like being someone that doesn't really know anyone with disabilities before meeting him? And then I guess the next question is, like, what did you think versus, like, what's the reality?
Honestly, I kind of came in to it blank-minded because I didn't have any experience. I just thought, okay, whatever will happen will happen. Now, I was in special education classes growing up as a kid. I had an IEP on that, so I did know a lot of kids with multiple range of disabilities. Some people were autistic. I didn't know. Not until obviously I got older. But, I kind of was used to, many, people on many different levels. As a nurse, I dealt with many different kinds of patients before I really met, or even as a nursing student. And as a nurse, I met with different kinds of students and kids, from my rotation as a school nurse, and also just at my old job, just different people that would come in with disabilities. And some of them, were autistic and needed a little extra, TLC to make them feel more comfortable. So TJ obviously did a good job explaining to me when I had questions and things like that, and I honestly didn't feel uncomfortable asking questions. So yeah, that was pretty cool to actually see how my brain, kind of took my experiences and made it a little bit more easier for me to understand what I was going through. I guess more empathy is what I'm trying to say. I'm a lot more empathetic to his needs. And growing up, I didn't have anybody to really allow me to tap into that empathy before, because all the people in my intermediate family were independent. So it was very, very different to you really have to protect somebody. You really have to make sure they're fed and clean them. And this is, you're not getting paid. Beside that, this is somebody, especially at his age, it was very interesting to see how you guys gave him his privacy, but also are still there for him, which was awesome to see and observe.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And speaking of not getting paid, I just realized I didn't clock in yet. I'm not even gonna hold you. I always do that. Let me clock in real quick, and then we can keep going. I always do that. Let me clock in real quick. Whoops. I should probably wait till a little later, but it don't matter. I'm just doing it now. While I still remember before I forget again. Okay.
Alright, what's the next question?
I was gonna save it for later, but let me see. Okay. I didn't really write this down, but I feel like it'd be good to talk about. Okay. So, alright, we're back. Right, alright, so, alright, what are our future plans living together, with my brother included? What do you think?
Well, I would like a house. We live in a studio apartment now. So obviously getting married, I still want a little bit of privacy. And, his mom was young enough to still take care of him. I think out of respect for us, at least getting, comfortable into our marriage, she is more than willing, obviously, to do her duty as a mom and take care of as much as she can.
Of course.
But obviously when she gets older, I'm more than fine with having to be in the house, and it may be a little bit hard with my job, but TJ's a great partner, and if I'm stressed, he knows that what can I do to make this experience a little bit more better. And know better with me.
Oh, he do.
He when he bad, and I start looking at him like, come on, man. It's weird. Not all the time, but usually he knows, alright, she gonna get, this is TJ's wife. I ain't gonna mess with, because sometimes, just like anybody else, he can be a little stinker. But other than that, he's not terrible, not at all. Honestly, it's, obviously there's things that we have to take in consideration as far as, making sure the house is safe. Things may need to be fixed a little bit more often, but that's just a reality, there's really nothing you can do about it. He needs to be taken care of, and his mom is not going to be around forever to do it, so that's going to be us. And I accepted that, because when we first started dating, that was something that he explained to me, which honestly, as a woman dating, it is a very good thing to kind of know what you're getting into before you say yes to being the girlfriend, the partner, whatever that is. I don't think a lot of men or people, older siblings that have to deal with that would be so bold to tell that out in the dating world.
Tell what exactly?
I have a brother who's nonverbal, and if you're gonna be with me, the reality is like you're gonna take care of him too with me. Like there's no way around it. So if you like me, you're gonna have to like my brother. Mm-hmm. And that, even though it's a blunt statement, it means a lot, because it's not that TJ and I don't have our own relationship, of course, but he's right. This is gonna be in our lives, and I had to respect that from the get-go. So that has been something that has been pretty easy to accommodate to. I mean, we still have our privacy. We're still able to do what we gotta do. It's just that in the future, he's just gonna be with us.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. The reason why I wanted to touch that subject, because I have some fans that are younger than me that have a brother with autism that are like nervous. They're scared to date. Aww. Because they're scared that their partner won't accept their brother, or they're scared that
they'll get hurt.
They're scared of the future. They don't know what the future holds.
Or even like even though it's rare, rare, but there's also fear of the partner getting injured due to the sibling not.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not, but
that's scary.
Everything, with autism, everything can be under the sun.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's reality. There are some families who are really struggling with, that type of dealing with violence and all this kind of stuff. And I get it. I couldn't imagine when it's like being, you had a brother that obviously is not going to make it harder to date. But as somebody who is dating an older sibling and taking care of, a nonverbal, autistic person, being blunt and being straight up was probably the best thing. Because I feel like if the more you hide it, the more your partner's gonna be like, whoa, why didn't you is this really, like, why didn't you just tell me? Like, okay, like, I want to know you. Mm-hmm. So, and if that person doesn't accept it, they're not for you.
Exactly.
And there's gonna be people who aren't gonna accept it, and that sucks, and they're a little strange, but if that person, like me, who just kind of just is here for life and just wants to meet somebody who cares about them, just like TJ cares about me, they're not gonna care. And they'll be 100% willing to be a part of that family. So just take your time. Don't be scared. Because the worst thing they really can say is no. Now, if anybody goes above and beyond that, they're crazy. But honestly, if you're meeting somebody who's a little bit iffy about somebody that has a disability, come on. I'm sorry. Like, it's 2026. There's so many different types of stories out there that haven't been told and need to be told. And if you're just trying to tell your story to somebody and that happens to be, I'm sorry, but this is not, this is something I'm going to have to do. This is my fate, my journey. You have to respect it. You really do. So tell my people who do want to date and are scared, don't be. Because there are people that want you more than just being the brother of so-and-so. You're more than that. You're more than a caregiver. You're more than a scapegoat for your parents. You're more than... You are you. And if your partner likes you, and it just so happens to be cool with your sibling, I hope that's the case. But if they're happen to be cool with your sibling, that's great. But if they love you, they will make it work. If they like you, they will make it work. If they're interested in you romantically, they will make it work. And your sibling probably will fall in line as well. Because believe it or not, I feel like there's this notion, like growing up, when I would hear popular kids talk about some of the kids in my class who were disabled, it'll be a lot of, "Oh, they're so cute," patronizing. Autistic people want romance too. Everybody, and they can tell that, oh, my bro's trying to be romantic. Knows when TJ and I are like, we're leaving, he's picking up the shoe the teacher, like, yo, go pick up your girl.
He's awesome.
He knows.
If I start running, somehow he just knows exactly what time I'm supposed to leave
to get me
to go pick her up and
spend time with me.
Because he'll literally knock on my door and like hand me my shoes
and ask for his phone to sign out.
Yeah, so he'll literally he'll do what it takes to get me out the door on time. and I think that's amazing because I didn't tell him I have to leave at a certain time. He kind of figured it out, and he does it. He'll come get me every single time now. So
he knows our privacy. Now, obviously, while we're watching him, right now we're doing the podcast, but usually we're out making sure he has water, food, whatever he needs. And sometimes he'll knock on the door, he'll just come in, which is fine. Like, yeah, but when it's nighttime and, he knows Sydney, TJ, no room. I'm not going in the room. And when the door's locked, he doesn't bang, he doesn't do nothing. He knows when to allow us to be, together, and when we're available for him to be whatever he needs. So I think that's important. So for those dating, if your sibling is able to kind of get the gist of that, it will come in time, and you'll be surprised. If you bring your boyfriend, girlfriend down and you lock the door, if your sibling's banging, it's okay to say, hey, no. And for the parents of older people, of older siblings with, the first, those parents that you have a kid who is, doesn't have autism and a kid that does, and your older kid is dating, or your younger, whoever, the kid that doesn't have autism is dating, I want you to take notes from his mom. She has allowed us to bond without feeling the pressure of being there 100% for us all the time. When it's time for us to go home, she is so respectful. When it's date night, anniversaries, she knows that we're important too. And of course, she wants her son to be happy. She never scolds me. She never makes me feel inadequate. And obviously, I'm not the type of person to be even in an environment that would happen. So she has made me feel welcome. And that's why I'm excited to marry to this family too. I got a full package. I mean, as a woman, it's so scary, like, to meet your mother-in-law, because the whole trope of boy moms being overbearing and wanting to, be the only woman in their son's life, and yada, 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 all this stuff we hear on social media. That's not her. She is a boy mom, yes, but she is so excited to have a daughter as well. And I feel like as a parent with kids with autism, let your older kid or whatever kid that is sadly the one that has to hold the pressure the most of taking care of their sibling, let them date. You're gonna have to pick up the pace. I don't care if you're single, I don't care if you have a baby daddy, I don't care. Let your older kid have the pressure off, because now he's able to have a life while also not feeling the weight of being like, I don't have the time for myself. And that's that's the real tragedy. Now, as a parent, please take your time too. Like, if you want to go out, yeah. But I've seen some instances after being with him and influencers and other kids with autism, or even older siblings with, that are taking, are kind of like the ones that have to take care of their sibling naturally, that they wish that their parents would allow them to see them more as a human being rather than just another caregiver. So, and speak up. If you are a kid and you feel like your parents are doing that to you, and you want to date, or you see somebody you're interested in and you want to take them on a date, but no, you have to watch your brother, speak up to your community, whoever it is. Even if it's a friend, somebody, like, please take time for yourself too. Yes, is amazing, but so is TJ, and so is everybody else that is around him. And that's what keeps everything flowing. When everybody's able to respect each other's space, time, and is able to just allow these adventures to come naturally, it makes the experience a lot better. And it kind of just makes the kid or the person, whoever is, taking care of somebody, a lot more appreciated. So that's what I was going to say. In 2026, if you want to date, to wrap it up, you want to date, but you have a sibling or a family member who needs care and is autistic or disabled, I hope that you get the chance to take time for yourself. I hope that you get the chance to realize that there are people out there who are interested and who do want you and who do want to hear what you have to say and who want to be there to support you. And if you can, ask others around you, hey, I want to do something for myself. I want to date. I want to get out there. I hope that you have the courage to do that. Because look at this dude. He has it all. A marriage, future marriage, a house, his brother, and now his business. It is possible. It is. And even though it is scary, like I was there for him, like seeing the fear of just being like, oh my gosh, I have to take care of my brother, my mom. I
wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, it was a rush. I realized I had to be there for him in a different way, and that was an adjustment. But we're partners, and it was something that we worked together. But seeing your partner be fearful of their sibling, as an older sister myself, was really heartbreaking. And the anger, seeing my future mother-in-law, my mom, start crying and be scared of her son.
Yeah. This is a good transition to the next
topic.
I
know, right? That's what I'm saying. Let me cook. But it was just really sad. And it changed my perspective of how tight this family I'm going to be married into. Like everybody, even every other intermediate family or external family member that we have seen, and he is, talked about the experiences about how he came to be the main caregiver for everybody's been locked in. Everybody had the same response is, if you need us, we're here. And that was such a beautiful thing, that I just stand back in awe every time. It's just awesome that people love us that much, that they're reassuring him that he's doing great, and that they're trying to give him a break if they need it. But most importantly, his mom. She is one of my heroes. I don't care.
She is a hero.
I just can't imagine, like, you give the sacrifices she gave up for her 2 boys. And I love my mom just as much. Trust me. I love my mother. She raised me great. But seeing marrying into it, she's going to be the grandma to my kids. And she's going to be a great grandma. I'm so excited to see how she's going to be developed as my future mother-in-law. And, I'm just happy to be one of her daughters, her daughter now. Because she was a medium side. She makes him feel safe. She feeds him. She clothes him. She, plays with him. When she is dead tired. And she works a lot.
She does.
She works a lot.
Every day.
Which is why we're here.
Except Sunday.
Yeah. Which is why we're here. And if we need to take time off, his grandma is an amazing lady as well.
She's
so
awesome. Yep.
The fact that the woman in his family are so strong is what inspires me as well. So yeah, but going back to this lovely guy, it was just hurtful to see him so stressed about something I couldn't be there for. That was really painful. Like the look of horror as my brother-in-law's caregiver left without no recollection. And as a nurse, I felt really, really, it just was offensive. Like, seeing that was like the highest offense. I don't think any caregiver can do.
Yeah, she is a nurse. Well, she's not really a nurse.
She's a caregiver. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like,
I know what you're saying.
Leaving, not showing up to the job out of pettiness is
crazy.
Is something that would get me immediately fired.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of my coworkers immediately fired.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not one thing to call and say, hey, I'm not feeling well today. I need a break. I'm not coming in. Yes, even if it's late notice, that's still better than just not showing up.
Yeah. She refused to pick up the phone. We called like 5-6 times. She didn't pick up the phone. They had to call someone else to go find her to find out what's really going on.
And don't get me wrong, I've taken breaks by myself and woken, the day before, like any human being, and have been like, I'm tired. I need to recharge myself. I have never not shown up to work without notifying that I won't be there.
Exactly.
That's not an adult thing. So for me, it was like, huh? Is this really happening? And seeing it in real life was even crazier. Like, I've even told some of my coworkers a story about when they asked, where do you come from in the morning? I just, you're from Philly. And then, we naturally had the conversation, like, like my brother-in-law's autism, I watch him. And they asked, and I told them the story, and the look of horror, I wish I can videotape their faces. The look of horror that they, it's just like, Like, straight jaw on the floor. But the fact that my fiance picked it up so effortlessly and helped his mother out, not only did it make me feel okay, like, as a husband, he's going to be the person that will be able to pick things up and help the family, but it was just awesome to see how much he has changed his brother for the good, you know, and for the better. For the better. But just do it. Like, I just can't believe it is a different person.
Well, yeah, let's go into that. So how has he changed from working with my aunt for 6 years to working with me for a couple months?
No shade, no tea. His aunt didn't do nothing with him. I get it. As a Christian myself, reading the Bible, you know, it's Bible. Awesome. But when I used to live here, obviously, I was a guest, and I made myself to be a guest because obviously I didn't want to overstep on my, you know, boyfriend's boundaries with his little brother.
Exactly, yeah.
So when he would come home from school, I would say hi with me, and I would sit on the couch with him and talk with him. But I wasn't there all the time. Every time I would be there, but I would sleep over for the weekend, or if I had like a 3-day break and I would stay, he would work. I would just stay and chill and rest after his shift. And I would come home and would say hi. And she would say hi, do something and go back to her seat. Or she would just feed him and wash him. But her job description was a little bit more extensive than that. Now, some healthcare workers or people are like, oh, she's doing her job. As a home health, like, that's the only person you can't even give them any attention. That was something that kind of made me, you know, in the beginning, like, okay. But I thought that was just the way it wanted to be. You know, I don't think he realized it until I said something. I
didn't realize it, no.
And his mom as well. I don't think his family until I was like, oh, you guys didn't know that she just... That's what... No.
We didn't realize she just sits there and reads the Bible all day.
I'm like, okay.
We thought maybe she'd do more.
Or sleep.
And we didn't. Oh, yeah, she fell asleep sometimes.
Respectfully, which is she could... Hey, I don't know what her mentality on that's on her. Mm-hmm. But now is a lot more able to. He's his own person more. Mm-hmm. He's more of his own person. Like, he's able to say what he wants. Mm-hmm. He's able to state his emotions, even if it's just not vocally, but like through music, through body language, through just his demeanor in general. I can tell he just feels more appreciated to know that, oh, somebody's listening to me. Yeah. And that was the saddest part, like the fact that he hasn't been listened to in that long,
in years,
in that way.
After
so
school,
that's a big change. Also, consideration. He's a lot more like softer now. He's not really as rigid. You know, when I first met him, he was a little bit apprehensive on some things. He didn't really like touch. Now he be giving me and TJ hugs. I give him kisses. He's smiling. Look, he's a cute little cuddle bug. I love him. So
big teddy bear.
He is. He's my little. Aww. I'm about to call him in here, but he is so cute. I know. He's giving little kisses, but he is so sweet. He is. He's a person that honestly has grown to be a lot more softer and vulnerable. He's more vulnerable.
Yeah, he's more willing to put himself out there now. It's awesome.
Way more. Like, if we asked him, do you want to go out with me in the car? He's like, I want to go out. I want to go see what's going on. Hey. And I'm like, what? You want to hang out? He's like, yeah. We asked him. We couldn't even, but we asked him. He wants to hang out with the cousins. He's like,
yeah, and he'll come hang out, and he'll just come and sit with us.
Yeah.
Just be a part of what we're doing. It's awesome.
Yeah, he is a lot. He likes being with younger people. And his aunt was
people
young.
our age.
Yeah, our age. Exactly. And his aunt ain't young. No. So I can't imagine just be like, listen, where's the action? Like, where's the fun at? I don't feel like. And he has great stimulation at school. His school is awesome, but
school's great.
Well, you know, when you want to come home in high school, you want to be like, oh, I want to do something. I'm going to go work out. I want to go to the movies. Like, we're giving you those experiences, and I feel like that is something that has changed him, again, for the better. So.
Yeah, every day. Just try to make his dreams come true. Go do
whatever
he want to do. If you want to go to the store, go to the mall, go to the movies, go to the gym.
I want to take him to Universal Studios.
Awesome.
I would love to take him to an amusement park. I think he would really like the music, especially like movies, because Universal Studios is movie based. No crazy roller coasters. Don't come at me in the comments. No, but something really, really like fun, lighthearted that he can enjoy, but also get that movie magic that everybody loves, because he deserves that experience too.
He does.
We also took him to the Netflix house.
We did. It was
and
awesome. We
were really apprehensive at first because I asked him, I was like, it's open, and he was like, But what if, like, it's going to be a little hard? Like, what are the activities?
The thing is, like, you pay for a ticket, and then what if we go in, and he's like, no. And we have to leave
and that's what we were really ignoring. But he got in for free.
He did get in for free.
He got in for free.
It's very sensory friendly, very autism friendly, very inclusive area. It's amazing.
We went into the Wednesday universe, kind of. And at first, he was a little bit like, what is this? It was really funny.
Yeah.
But the coworkers were so sweet. They gave us wristbands. They gave us like 2 tickets and took Marky off the hook.
Yeah, free of charge.
Free of charge.
Awesome.
And we went in and he played a couple games. He really liked the atmosphere. They're in the back. They had like a little dance party. He was dancing.
It was so amazing is he literally took my hand and pulled me towards the dance floor. Like, he wanted to go in there. Yeah. And then we were in there dancing. It was awesome. And
he obviously, it's a little bit quicker to leave because, of course, you were on his time. You always got to be mindful of that.
Of course.
But, oh my gosh, one lock. But the fact that he really appreciated it was awesome to see. Of course, we had to feed him after. But, and, he still had a great time. And I want to take him to more places like that. More fun. Like stimulating places. I feel like he really likes. He's an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, he
because of the 40X and the 40X. You should have seen.
He loved it
when the seats move kind of with the character. So we were moving a little bit, and he was like, he was just in shock. And then when he was feeling the movement, he was just like, woo! Like you could tell, like he was really enjoying movement. And it kind of had a little bit of a thrill to him. I like it. I was like, okay, we should probably start testing a little bit, see what he likes. Nothing too crazy, but if we can see what his tolerance is, that's pretty cool too. That would be a good goal this year. Yeah,
we should go to an amusement park. He's been to Six Flags before, and he liked the rides he went on, but he didn't go on many. So, because he only went on rides with my mom, and my mom's not going to get on big
he may
rides.
Go with me. We'll see. He likes me. He'll follow. He kind of does like what I do. Sometimes if I let's say he's going, he's like, okay, I'll see what's going on. Or TJ, like, hey, we're going to this spot in the gym or something. He kind of likes to, I don't know. He likes going with, kind of likes following the crowd nowadays. But we'll see. But I do want to kind of test him and let him have some more fun and see what he likes and doesn't like, because he never had the opportunity to for a while, other than in school, but not really, no family members really for a long time, because we didn't, his brother had a vision. I think he can, he can talk, and look at him now. Now I feel like he can be a little more vocal.
Or we'll find if not vocal, we'll find a way to get him to communicate.
Exactly.
So whatever works for him.
Exactly. We're gonna follow his lead this year, but I am excited to see what he wants to do, and it's cool with. Yeah.
Okay. Well, awesome. Let me just make sure the music's going and stuff.
How long have we been?
It's been 50 minutes now.
I think that's enough.
Oh, you don't want to talk about healthcare?
Oh!
Yeah, we still got more topics, baby.
Oh, my goodness. I thought that was it.
No, there's more topics. Don't worry. I wrote down plenty. I have at least 2 more things I want to talk about.
All right, 2 more. Let's do it.
Okay, so you have worked with people with disabilities, or let's just say neurodivergent people, neurodivergent patients.
Neurodivergent, mental health.
Yeah, mental health. Yeah, all those things. Yeah. What are your experiences working with people that are neurodivergent? And have I taught you anything that has helped your experiences with patients?
Yeah, so when I first started my first big girl nursing job, I didn't really realize how complex human beings were from being sheltered and just like every new baby nurse. So I worked in a very, very low income area where people barely had anything into their name. So, and I still work in a hospital that has a lot of those people. So when I first started, we did have a patient who didn't have any placement because his mom couldn't take care of him. And he's fine now. But the challenges that I seen him go through was really rough. And I asked you, what can I do to relate to him? And you helped me by just talking about special interests with the patient. I would play music. He was obsessed with Michael Jackson. Nice. So I would play Michael Jackson to get him more, comfortable. I would give him some... and the nurses on my unit were pretty comfortable with him too. So I learned from them as well. But yeah, it was pretty like a great experience, but it was also heartbreaking because that's the reality for a lot of these people. Yep. And it's crazy. That's what makes me even more proud of him because, like, that's probably what ended up. Like, somewhere, like, where if no one can take, that's where a lot of those people end up. When their family members can't take care of them because they lashed out, or the person who needs help is the disabled person is just being a lot. The family sometimes can't take care of them, and it just made me just like, wow, like the fact that Marky won't have that reality was comforting, but it also just made me realize, what can I do as a nurse to make the people who are in this situation feel loved and appreciated? And we loved on him until he left, that patient. He was great. And we gave him Christmas presents, like all this stuff to make him feel more comfortable. And obviously there is the opposite side where we fortunately did have an incident where one of my coworkers was assaulted by a patient that did have a disability. And he was known for being inappropriate, and she was warned. She turned her back. He did something to her, and I felt awful. But at the same time, they know what they're doing in some cases, but at the same time, it is sadly, there are issues where you have to set a lot of boundaries. So I had to learn to set boundaries this year. And this is a different experience, but just being with, yes, I did help open my eyes to the many different experiences that you will see with people who, from autism, disability, all the everything under the spectrum. It's been pretty interesting to see that a different side of healthcare in that sense, because a lot of these people, especially with social work, they're hard to place because they don't want these people that are going to need extra one-to-ones and feeding and clothes, to be bathed, or less independent, and that's messed up. So I feel like there needs to be a little bit more love and, I guess, understanding when it comes to putting people, in a place that they can grow old in and have a good time and feel comfortable. I feel like every person that needs care deserves that. If need be, if their family can't take care of them. Yeah. And
would you, if you could make improvements, what improvements would you make to the healthcare system to benefit patients, families, nurses, all those things?
Well, first, every person in healthcare needs to listen to the person that has a disability. And I think that is something that is so forgotten, especially in my world, the hospital setting, because a lot of people are so go, 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 go. And the person be like, help! And you don't, and the nurse can't really take the time to realize what that person needs help with. Mm-hmm. So I think there needs to be a lot more training on how to quickly get a communication system set up for people who need it. Because that is something that unfortunately we are lacking. And we're all human. Healthcare workers are human. I'm not judging anybody if they do have an incident where they didn't listen, by accident, but it can always be better. It can always be better. And also management, or if you're a supervisor, somebody, the hospital is just realizing that overstimulation is a thing. The noises, the textures, everything, the stickers, like for heart monitors, so that needs to be a little bit more autism sensory friendly. A lot of the equipment we use is scary.
Yeah.
But these people aren't children, so we don't need the ped stuff. Like, oh, look at the bear. No, we need something that's a little. And I'm seeing medical equipment come out that is a little bit more autistic, autism friendly and sensory friendly for people who do have sensory issues, especially with hearing and just texture, tactile. But I think that is something that needs to be done. A lot more like sensory friendly medical equipment. Because God forbid they don't want to put those heart monitors on. I ain't forcing them to put stickers on all the time. I told the doctor. They're ripping out their heart monitor. Now what? And that shouldn't be an issue. A bracelet that they can't take off, something that can read their pulse, whatever. That will be a lot more easier.
It's a good change.
And I don't know why that's not even happening. Like, it's 2026. We have an iPhone 17. We can't have heart monitors. We could just place, we have things to work out in that are better than most heart monitors these days.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. But other than that, I feel like that should be more implemented.
Awesome. Before we move on, is there anything else you can think of?
I mean, that's it. Obviously, there's a lot more. Healthcare is trash these days. A lot of everybody is trying to get insurance. Trump's not really helping with insurance as much as, the government. But Trump's administration is changing a lot of stuff with insurance. So, it's kind of sucky. It's kind of sick right now, and I empathize with any patient that has to deal with this, or any American that has to deal with that. But at the same time, I feel like we can do better, and the more we speak out on it, and the more we tell our managers and people in charge to hear us, I feel like it will be better.
Do you think it would be beneficial for a consultant or a trainer to come in and train nurses and maybe listen to complaints and brainstorm some ideas of what to do that would benefit the patients, the nurses, maybe even the system? What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like if it's considerate of the nurse's time, because as a nurse, you're not really focused. Like, that's why I was so surprised with people like his aunt, like what she did, because I'm like, you have one patient, one awesome patient. Imagine having times 4 more people to take care of, who all have their own needs. Like, I was like, you can give more attention to that. I feel like if anything, the trainers, if they can work with the nurses' time. If the trainer could be a little bit more snappy, like, okay, if you have a patient that's taking much of your time and they're disabled, set up a communication system and work with that, so that way you can also save time and actually let the patient know that you're hearing them. And if they can just do a little spiel or something like that to kind of, get the nurses or whoever healthcare individual, brains turning, brain turning into ideas to start getting, ways that they can set up that communication system for that patient quicker, that would be easier.
I feel like I could do that pretty easily, honestly.
Okay.
Not so much be the consultant. I mean, I could be a consultant.
Well, it's not really a consultant.
But set up a communication system that works for both parties, I think I could do that pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, we do have interpreters and stuff like that on my floor.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we have an interpreter system for people with different languages, like Turkish, Russian, every language, ASL.
That's great.
Sign
Wow, even
language.
sign language. Wow, that's awesome.
So there is progress, but at the same time, it's like could be better. So yeah, I don't think there's any harm with somebody just doing a presentation real quick.
And you say that presentation maybe like 30 minutes, probably less than that.
5 minutes.
5. Wow, like 5-10 minutes.
You don't have that.
You don't have the time.
Healthcare workers don't have that time.
Yeah, that's fair.
5 minutes is even a lot.
Maybe
because
like a
that
rotating schedule or something.
I mean, 5 minutes is even a lot because you got to
Really?
take into consideration like 5 minutes. A nurse can already be handing out a patient's medication.
Yeah, that's true.
Or they could be sitting down and charting a patient's assessment in 5 minutes.
Maybe a at-home kind of.
But then the nurses are going to be upset that they have to do it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Let them schedule the time that they can work with you. And then that way they won't feel like they're being manipulated or just kind of like, oh, here's another. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you tell them, hey, if you want to learn more about this, this is more an open, open, and let them come. Because half the time they will.
Okay. That's a great idea. Okay. Well, thank you for that insight. I do have one last question. Okay, let me go find it. All right, so on a higher note, okay, to end on a higher note, because, talk about my aunt, and that's a lot of doom and gloom. But, all right.
It is a lot of doom and gloom.
But to end on a higher note, right? So a lot of people focus on what people with disabilities can't do. So I want to ask you, what can my brother do?
Oh, that's so cute. Can be kind. Can be patient. Can be independent in regards to dressing himself now a little bit, which has been great. Can be a lot more vocal on his needs. Can be a lot more vocal on his emotions. Can be a lot more vocal on his music and what he wants to listen to. He's also a great DJ.
He can DJ.
Can play a lot better and exercise with a little assistance, but still, and have great social cues in the gym. He's better than most gym people I've seen.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes.
How is we're not gonna get into that. Like, there's some old heads that be trifling in the gym. It's 10 times more gym etiquette. And he haven't been to the gym a lot, so it's crazy. He can do a lot.
Yeah, he can.
And he has a lot more empathy now. He does. He's a lot more empathy, a lot more understanding, which is great.
Awesome. And then one last. I said that was the last question,
yes,
but there's one more question. All right. Any advice to those who have never interacted with people with disabilities and are timid or afraid to do so?
Yeah, just fall in love. Just fall in love. Don't be afraid, because that's just going to make you have more doubts that you're doing something wrong. Be okay with being wrong. And fall in love. Because that person needs you, whether you like it or not. If you have the opportunity to be in that person's life that you're taking care of, just allow them to show their appreciation to you, and you will fall in love.
Yeah. In
their own little ways, and be patient with yourself. Don't hate yourself if you make a mistake. Don't hate yourself if your family member or whoever you're taking care of is angry at you because you're not listening. Let the chaos slowly work its way out little by little, but don't stop fighting to get the right answer.
Awesome. Yeah, you know, those interactions, they mean a lot to the person, their family, you know, their loved ones too. So
yeah.
All right, guys, that has been podcast episode 5. We're a little over an hour now. Keep it alive. Podcast episode 5. So,
sorry if I'm a little bit rusty. This is my first podcast that's gonna be shown, so be nice to me.
Yeah, be nice. Don't be mean. I'm gonna come through the camera like.
Oh, chill out, big.
Hold me back.
You're the worst, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so don't be mean. Don't be mean.
But no, so yeah, thank you guys, and hopefully I didn't say anything that's cancelable. But if y'all cancel me in the comments, that's alright.
You could have said a lot of words. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm out of pocket.
Exactly.
If y'all know me, I'm out of pocket.
Exactly.
But the bottom line is, I love me, and I'm excited to be in his life and to be his sister.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm already his sister, but be officially on paper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Well, thanks for watching. If you stuck around to this far, pat yourself on the back because it's been over an hour.
You stuck around this far? Why? You cleaning?
Yep. That's what it is. Yep.
You cleaning?
Yep.
Yeah. Make sure you get behind that toilet. Yep.
Oh.
I'm messing. I'm sorry, y'all. I play too much.
All right.
Bye.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release it. All right, that's the end of that one.